Ruidoso, New Mexico, a small community hidden in the foothills of the Sierra Blanca Mountains that, until a few years ago, only a few knew existed, and even today, some still question. At one time, it was the hiding place for such notorious outlaws as Billy the Kid, who came here knowing he wouldn't be found. Even today, on bumper stickers and signs, local residents boast of their small community as America's best-kept secret. Ruidoso's main drag comes in from the higher elevations north down a winding road to the community's one and only stoplight, a landmark they capitalize on. The town also has a ski lodge, one airport, a drive-in as in any other city. But if you continue driving east, you'll run into what has become an even greater landmark for this small community, a racetrack, a track that has become home to the richest horse race in the world, the $1 million All-American Futurity. The race features quarter horses rather than thoroughbreds. It lasts only 20 seconds. The horses sprint 440 yards, a quarter mile, and then it's over. It's a kind of cowboy's drag race. The appeal has grown from a mere 25 races in 1945 to over 11,000 races this past year, with some $21 million changing hands as the result. Its rise in popularity generated interest first from sports publications and now from filmmakers, and a movie is being made as the result. Local community culture is part of the charm in the film, and it is the task of the director and film crew to capture it. So far, problems have been few and far between. The community in general is fascinated with the film about a quarter horse named Casey's Shadow that runs in the big Labor Day Futurity, and the producers, cast and crew are fascinated with the community, a contrast to what some local residents had expected. Both sides get along well.
I always thought that they was the type of people that thought that they were better than everybody else, but after I got to talking with them and everything, they're not. They're just the same as anybody else.
They're great. They're absolutely great. Very friendly, hospitable, generous.
Well, they think we're quite as unusual as sometimes we think they are.
Kind, sweet, decent.
They're interested in what we're doing, and we're interested in the way they are.
Marvelous.
I thought they would be busy and they wouldn't want to be bothered, you know, this sort of thing. But all of the ones that I have met are very nice.
Y'all seem like pretty good people.
They're interested in movie making, and we're interested in making the movie.
Got something to do with horses, so I guess that makes it all right.
And that's the key, horses, the subject of the film and the subject of conversation most everywhere you go in town. It's one thing most everyone learns upon leaving Ruidoso: it's not a one-horse town. That is, if you leave.
I think I'll settle down here.
We're two people from two different worlds who seem to find a happy medium here in Ruidoso.
This is Bill Reed in Ruidoso, New Mexico. Eric Alwyn is young, just 12 years old, and he's bright, a straight-A student, in fact, at Lincoln Elementary School in El Paso, Texas. But Eric Alwyn is one more thing. At age 12, he is the world's youngest handicapper. Here at Ruidoso, New Mexico, Eric spends his days picking horses and writing tip sheets when he's not in school. But being a handicapper at age 12 is one thing, being good at it is still another. And Eric Alwyn is certainly good at it. In fact, he's one of the best. At the end of last fall's 29-day season at the track, Eric ended up the leading professional handicapper in the entire El Paso area. Then in the spring, he did it again. He emerged as the #1 professional handicapper at the conclusion of Sunland's 60-day spring season. His nearest competitor was 14 wins behind and 30 years his senior.
Here is Eric Alwyn. Well, welcome.
Then the climax to it all came when Eric was asked to appear on the Mike Douglas Show with actor Walter Matthau, who also has an interest in horse racing. He has since made numerous national television appearances.
Gentlemen, don't you?
This, obviously, is a film crew, and it's stealing a little of Eric's thunder away this season at the track. They're making a movie at Ruidoso. But all was not lost for Eric. The star, as it turned out, was his old friend Walter Matthau, who arrived here to make the film about a quarter horse called Casey's Shadow that runs in the All-American Futurity in the movie. Asking for Eric is said to have been among the actor's first requests when he arrived here, as he enjoys playing the horses and trusts Eric's judgment on picking winners more than he does his own, but still claims to know something about racehorses.
Well, I know something about horses. I know that if you bet every race, you're going to lose. If you pick your spots and use a decent sense of money management and know what you're doing, you're going to win.
And win is something he does when he hangs around this young handicapper, because Eric doesn't often steer someone wrong. It's a rough game, this business of handicapping, but it's still better than school.
I think it's funner than school. School, you have to work and listen and everything, and you have to have homework. In this, I don't have to have any homework. It's just 2 hours to do the work here, and 7 hours in school. I think I just like this better because it's funner for me.
Funner it might be, but it's still something he's good at. And picking winners is no small job when the stakes are as high as they are at this race. The purse for the All-American Futurity is worth over $1 million.
I make money on this too, so I'm saving up.
This is Bill Reed in Rio Doso, New Mexico.